And as I keep telling people now, going forward, we have to take advantage of this. Because even so, the Democrats kept telling people Cory Gardner is going to take away your contraception, and he's going to force rape victims to carry the child. He's going to ban abortions for rape victims and ban contraception. Okay, he won. The problem for them is he won the election, and now we can tell people, okay, you said he was going to do this. Where's the legislation? He's now been in office 6 months. Where's now 7 months? Where's now 8 months? Okay, now he's been in for a year. Where's the legislation? And keep bringing it up, bringing it up, bringing it up. And then we can go to the wage gap thing, of course, which they're going to lead with, and we can really crush them.
Well, I wanted to ask this too. I don't know how many of you have paid attention to this, but apparently there is some legislation that has been kicked around in Washington over providing birth control pills over the counter, and it's being blocked by Democrats.
Being blocked by Democrats, it's being brought by Gardner. He's spearheading it. So obviously that kills the idea of him wanting. Oh, go ahead, JD.
No, I was just going to say what you were going to say is that's a huge flip from what the Democrats are saying. It kind of further makes the whole, what was it, Mark Uterus situation, makes that even more laughable, makes that situation even worse. That was the reason. That was their number one issue that they were trying to hit Cory Gardner on. And it's not just Cory Gardner who sponsored. I believe Kelly Ayotte is a co-sponsor, and this is a pretty. I mean, we agree. I mean, the Republican Party. I think it's like 70-something% of us agree that this is something that we should do over the counter. The country agrees that this should be over the counter, and the Democrats are trying to block it because it's the Republicans who are doing this. Because it's the Republicans who are taking the lead on this, and I think that's amazing. I think that's hysterical, and I think it's something that. Sorry, go ahead.
Have they even put forth an attempt at a reason to block over-the-counter birth control?
Yes,
and what is that reason?
The reason is that these guys are bad. That's the reason. No, literally.
No, it's not just that, although that is a good starting point. What they're claiming is that by putting them over the counter, the insurance companies aren't going to be forced to pay for them anymore, and so now your birth control that's free with your insurance is going to cost you out of pocket and up to $600 a year, depending on the type. And because we know that once you take drugs like that off of the prescription and move them into over the counter, that they always cost more than the prescription, right?
Right.
Oh,
but
what's so
time.
No.
So it's a nice little twist. They
still covered.
They forced something into Obamacare, and now because they forced it into Obamacare, we can never make it be not provided by insurance.
Except for the fact that that's a load of baloney, and it says in the article, it describes just how much of a load of baloney it is, and the fact that this isn't the case. It's not going to be removed from insurance policies. It's not going away. You're doing something in addition. You're not doing something to take away the ability for these people to use insurance to buy this stuff.
So Obamacare forces birth control pills to be provided at no cost to women, but condoms, you'd still have to buy those at the store. So the whole Obamacare free birth control thing it's only free birth control, and by free I mean paid for by somebody else, if it's particular types of birth control that you've actually planned ahead of time and gone to the doctor and gotten the prescription. And that needs to be provided by insurance, but if you're spur of the moment, run to Kroger and buy a box of condoms, that you're on your own hook for, and that's okay. Because
here's what bothers me. Okay, we're driving women to go to the doctor and spend copays that are more than they would pay for the prescription themselves over the counter. And unless they have the ability to see a doctor for free, which I don't know who other than, certain subsidized cases does. And then at the same time, you have all of the other things that that are unique to women in their health care or whatever, such as, dealing with their menstrual cycle. That's next, people. We saw it in Britain. That's what's coming next. I've already written about this at Free Radical Network.
Free tampons, that's on the way?
Yes, yes, I am not kidding you.
They use the war on women and they use that whole line of thinking as an attack on Republicans. What if if it goes over the counter and Republicans pass it, then they don't have that anymore. They can't say, oh, Republicans are trying to ban this because it's already accessible over the counter. I mean, it takes away one of their best talking point in 2012. The thing that they ran on and won on, it completely takes it away.
Third, again, back to the corruption. In the corruption index in countries, say in Africa, is so huge that almost everything is done under the table or with a bribe or in the black market. And that's out of necessity from their own government dysfunction.